Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video we're diving into the 10-star Kizuna clash against Moria, and we're going to start it off with the boosted teams to take down this particular event that uses both Brook and the new Kizuna rare recruit Yorkie. Now, you guys probably won't see this particular video first, but I did actually want to sort of start the event with these particular teams, just so I get a bit more of an idea of how the content actually rocks. So we're going to start off with the int fight. We are utilizing double Brook, and then we have the Yorkie unit as a sub. I did change Shanks from my playthrough video. I totally spaced on the fact that I need 2 Straw Hat characters to get, or any of the Brook characters like Yorkie himself, to actually get the super class of Brook. Without the super class, it does make stage 2 a little bit more finicky, so we definitely want to make sure we have access to that. Now, on turn 2, your captain is going to get the action silence. It's very, very annoying stuff, but this is where utilizing the Brook superclass and the Brook special of your friend captain, or for the booster teams anyway, comes in handy. With that, Brook's going to extend the orb buff, and then we can use the Rayleigh special. You want to make sure that you use Brook before you use Rayleigh, otherwise you're going to get the Rayleigh extension. And look, Rayleigh's not terrible because it still buffs everyone. But I believe Brook's is 2.75, which is actually really, really nice. All Luffy, Boa, and Rayleigh go through the barrier thanks to Rayleigh, and you can just easily take that stage out. Moving on to the next stage against Moria, he's going to silence your left-hand column, or action silence I should call it. And with that, he also binds your bottom row. So again, this is where the Brook, your Brook this time, comes in handy. So make sure, well, they kind of don't give you a choice. You kind of have to do it this way, but look, it is what it is. We then want to use, we're going to have to get stuck with the int orbs, aren't we? I just realized, yeah, Luffy's not going to work. So we're not going to use the Luffy special for now. We're just going to hold off on that, because if you utilize the Luffy special, you're actually going to get a full board of Psy orbs, and we actually don't want the Psy orbs. We want to keep those int orbs because we need to get through the barrier. So, in a perfect world, probably replace Luffy with someone that's just going to be a Straw Hat, give a color affinity boost. Off the top of my head, I can think of the free-to-play Frankie. That's going to work out absolutely fine. But hey, look, the team still works nonetheless, and we'll probably just try, like I said, try and bring another character that can give color affinity for the entire team, rather than just Psy. Like I said, Frankie could work, but we sort of want a color affinity for everyone. Going on to the quick fight now. The team basically looks exactly the same. I don't really see too many issues with this particular team. I was a bit concerned that the chain mold's applicative was going to cause an interrupt. However, I do believe it is a chain boundary from what we've seen. We tested it out with Cracker and stuff like that, so hopefully that's the case nonetheless. On the first turn, you could eat all these recovery orbs if you really want to, but obviously we are using double Brook once again. We have Zoro, Sanji, and Luffy to trigger the super type this time, so I didn't make that mistake in the playthrough video, which is always nice. And then we're using Ace. Utilizing Ace works exceptionally because he is going to be just a big time orb and conditional booster. So we have Bind on the left-hand column on the second turn. Brook's superclass will take care of that. Very nice and hunky-dory. For this particular team, I'm just going to super swap with Zoro and Sanji. We can utilize their super swap to rotate the block orbs. And with that, we basically can just take out Absalom nice and easy. When Absalom dies, I believe he gives us a... Oh, does he give us an orb buff? Oh, he does a death hit. I forgot about that. Oh, did my resilience proc just proc? That's crazy. I was meant to super swap and then use the special of Brook. Totally forgot about that, but my resilience socket just procced, and that's basically what was meant to happen. We're also, meant to use Brook, so we carry the orb buff into the final stage. That way you get the resilience, and then you tank that shot, and you get the auto procs to go off anyway. So, look, here we are. We move. We move in. There is a interrupt for chain addition, so you do need to be careful there. We have Yorkie for an attack boost, which is really, really nice. He does interrupt on attack boost, so you do want to use Yorkie on the previous turn. I did bring a contingency plan, though, for that. So I brought the Luffy, who's going to give a tandem orb to himself there. We have an EX with Zoro Sanji. Just to show you guys, Zoro Sanji shouldn't trigger the what's it called? Zoro Sanji shouldn't trigger the interrupt, and then wham bam, thank you ma'am, you can kill. So just make sure you use the Brook special on turn 2. Resilience sockets save me there. love that for me. But you're meant to use the Brook special there. That's definitely the play. Definitely use the Brook special, carry the Orb buff into the final stage. You'll be good to go. On to the final variation. Moving on to the final variation now, we come up against the Kizuna Moria, and I have been told that after one turn, if you guys don't delay, or if you guys don't have some sort of resilience, you are going to have to deal with Bind. There's also a massive death hit on this fight, so just be careful of that. But if you're using double Brook, you can obviously do that. You can get around it with the resilience shenaniganry. You can also use delaying on the final stage, because remember, there is a damage limiter here, so that is going to be the bane of your existence if you guys are having to deal with that bind. It is only two turns on your left-hand column after one turn, but again, everyone's going to have to deal with it, again, unless you use some sort of delay mechanic or something like that, which is a way of getting around, is a way of getting around it, but for now, we're just going to use Brook. On stage 2, there is a resilience mechanic, block orbs, as well as a threshold. If you have the Momo and Luffy, like the Momo support on Luffy, you're basically just covered for this entire stage. Like, it just works absolutely well. After turn 2, move on to the final stage, which you get a 50% HP cut. There is the damage limiter, so you can only do 70% of the enemy's HP. You get a bunch of despair and all this annoying stuff as well. So we're going to utilize the special of our... what's his name? Yorkie. Once we've done that, we can super swap with our Kid Killer, utilize the Kid Killer special, and that'll give us Chain Boundary and a Color Affinity buff, but it'll also give us an Orb buff, and the reason we want this Orb buff is so that way when we use the Brook special, we can actually give ourselves resilience. With that resilience, we can survive the death hit, plus we give ourselves a nice chunky heal. It's obviously going to override the what's it called? It's obviously going to override the Orb buff, but look, that's fine. We're going to use the super type of our friend captain, and then we can sort of, oh, that's cord gone. We can use the super type of our friend captain because the death hit should hit us. We do manage to survive it, but as you guys can see there, we are going to get the Brook auto trigger on turn 2. We can use the super class once again, and unfortunately we don't have Brook's special. I used the wrong two, but look, at the end of the day, I don't imagine this. Oh, is there another death hit? Is it back-to-back death hits? Oh my god, it's back-to-back death hits. That's crazy. Interesting. Okay, I see. Damn. Alright, well, basically, you just got to use the other Brook special. Go from there. That should work out pretty hunky-dory. You guys kind of get the gist. I'm a spoon, but hey, that's the way it's going to rock. That's going to way it's roll. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to belt the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.